If I'm here and I can't get this hand up, stand up tall, Dean, like this. Like there's no way that I'm going to be able to do this. At this point, I need to start thinking about switching techniques. Okay, because I'm no longer in the position where I can pull his hand to my sleeve. As much as I try, it's going to be impossible. But what is Dean doing? This is my Socratic method coming in. Who? Yeah, he's leaning backwards. So if I'm trying to pull and Dean's leaning backwards, I know the way that I want to take Dean is this direction, behind him, not forwards anymore. The way that I do it is pretty simple. Kyle love this. We're going to go into an S position, okay, or a 90-90 stretch. I'm going to let go of this. I'm going to reach behind his leg, and I just knock Dean over. Here. Okay. This is one of my favorite sweep combinations. It's incredibly easy to do. Okay, so we're going to go boom, up. Dean pulls his sleeve up. As he pulls his sleeve up, like I want to like provide enough resistance so it's a bit like an elastic band where it pings. So I'm not trying to like hold on. I want him to like go Dean, pull. Like that. Make sense? I'm going to create that tension. I'm going to release all that tension to make him overcommit backwards. And all I'm doing is I'm going like this. My legs go behind me. And I reach my hand out towards his far leg and hit him. And I can take him down. Does that make sense, guys? Now, I'm not going to give you time to practice it. The way that we're going to work it initially is like this. Dean is going to decide which one of these two things. Actually, I'm going to go on the bottom. No pressure, Dean. You got to better get right first time out. Dean is going to go through the technique. Okay, so just like we were drilling before with some good speed, some good power, just like we were doing. I'm going to decide whether I let Dean connect his hand together or whether I pull up, and Dean's going to react accordingly. Make sense? Ready, Dean? Go. Let's see. Yes. Dean got it right eventually. But that's what we want to get to, okay, where we now have, he's still drilling, but I'm adding some variation into it, and I'm not telling him when it's going to happen. Like there was 2 of one, 1 of the other, and that's really important when it comes to translating it from the kind of practice into sparring, because my partner's never going to be like, okay, Dane, this time when you try and sweep me, I'm going to stand up tall, got it? Whereas if I do, we do one, then we do the other, we do one, we do the other, and it's a pattern. It might be easier to learn it on the mat in that time, but it doesn't translate as well over, okay? That make sense, guys? So person on top, you can decide. I'm providing, like I'm following my rules that we talked about before. I'm in correct posture. There's a little bit of resistance, but it's not crazy. Like Dean's always able to complete it, and I'm making real jiu-jitsu movements, okay? And I give Dean time to work as well, is the other thing. Make sense, guys? Let's try. 1, 2. Make it real. Switch top and bottom, guys. Other person. Okay, so we're doing something called randomization. What we've done is incorporated now 2 techniques, and the person doesn't necessarily know which technique's going to come. Okay, that makes it a little bit harder when we're practicing and training. But what it's going to do for us is going to make it easier when we come to integrate it into sparring. And in a second, we're actually going to add a 3rd technique as well, a 3rd thing that will happen commonly. So then once we've done that, we're going to then put that all back into some like specific training and specific situations. Head tight, head tight, head tight. Jacob, that's it, up. Good. Remember, guys, fight when your butt touches the ground. Not before. Faster, Dean. Backwards, Jamie. Up, Peter. Jamie, you got to keep him down. They're out of the way. Nice. Put his hips on the ground, Gary. There you go. Reset.